Hello everyone. We will continue our case study for sales order report. And in the previous video, we started with the designing of smart form. Based upon our requirement, we took the various importing parameters in the form interface of the smart form. We created two secondary windows and one main window was by default present. Now we will proceed from here. Now we need to go for these three things in our smartphone. SO item details, SO creation date, low value of date to high value of date, SO created by, we will display the value of SO created by, and these are the 6-column data. It is same as that of our report. If you see the report, this is our report. Same to same thing we need to display in the smartphone. SO item details, SO creation date, created by, creation date, created by, low value to two value, low value to two value, value of username, yes, and this is the data of 6 columns. Now, based upon that, we have 3 windows. This is we will display in the first window. This is what we will display in the second window. And this is what we will display in the third window. You can see we have the page, and on the page we have 3 windows. Now on the page we created these 3 windows. We created the 3 windows, one for this part, one for this part, and one for this part. But we have not given any dimensions to the window. Dimensions means what? What is the left margin of the window? What is the top margin of the window? What is the width of the window? What is the height of the window? We simply created it, but we have not given that where it will display on the page. On the page, we have 3 windows, but we have not given that it will display where on the page. So now we will give the dimensions to the window. Now, every window has 4 dimensions. If I will go to the first window, every window has 4 dimensions. First one is left margin. This is your left margin, left margin. Now, top margin. This is our top margin, top margin. Now, width. Width is horizontal, horizontal, in which we will display this SO item details in our current scenario. And height is vertical. This is your vertical height, vertical height. So every window has 4 dimensions: left margin, top margin, width is horizontal, and height is vertical. So we will give the 4 dimensions to this particular windows. Suppose for the first window, left margin is 6 centimeter. Suppose left margin is 6 centimeter. Top margin. Suppose for the first window, it will leave a space of 1 centimeter from the top, and then the window will start. Suppose top margin 1 centimeter. Now width. Suppose in first window, I want to display only SO item details. Suppose I will take the width as suppose 5 centimeter. In 5 centimeter width, we can accommodate SO item details. Height is vertical. So 2 centimeter height is okay for the first window. Now first window dimensions done. Now I will come on to the second window. Now what will be the left margin of second window? Can I take 0? Yes. Left margin 0. Now we will come on to top margin. What will be the top margin of second window? Just see, whenever you are going for top margin of the next windows, please consider the previous windows also. See, first window has a top margin of 1 and first window has a height of 2. It means 1 plus 2, 3 is reserved on the page now. It means our next window will start from the next window has a top margin should be greater than 3. Yes, because 1 plus 2, 3 is reserved on the page. It means the second window top margin should be greater than 3 so that it will not overlap with the first window. So suppose for the second window, the top margin is 4 centimeter. It should be greater than 3. Now, in the second window, we need to display so many things. Horizontal, if I will say, we need to display this also. We need to display this also. So I will take a bigger width. Suppose I will take the width as suppose 12 centimeter. Now I will come on to height. Height I need to take bigger because I need to display this row also. I need to display this row also. So it means we need to go for bigger height also. Suppose height I will take 4 centimeter. Now 4 plus 4, 8 is reserved on the page now. It means our third window top margin should be greater than 8. So I will go to main window. Suppose for the third window, okay, left margin 0 is okay. Top margin should be greater than 8. So I will take suppose 9 centimeter. I will take 9. Now I will go for width. Just see, we need to display the data of 6 columns. It means we need to take bigger width, yes. So suppose I will take the width as suppose, I will take suppose 18. Now height suppose I will take 10. 10 is okay. Now you can check all these things in the form painter that one window is not overriding with other window or not. You can, you know very, very well, you can go to form painter and check. If I will show you the windows, we can see here itself, one window should not overlap with another window. This is first window, second window, third window. If you will do something in the form painter also, the corresponding dimensions will change because we all know with the help of form painter also you can design the window. Suppose simple thing. I am suppose increasing the width of the first window. As of now, I gave the width 5 manually. Now, if I'm going through form painter also, dimensions will change. If I will go to first window, you can see now the width is 6,14. So it's totally your wish. You want to go manually or you are going through form painter because ultimately both are in sync. But yes, through form painter, at least check that part that one window should not override with other window. And we check that one window is not overriding with other window. It is clearly, yes, it is visible in the form painter. Now what we will do, we will go for first window. In the first window, I only want to display a text. What is the text? SO item details. So I will simply display this text. So how I will go for the text? I will right click on the first window. This is our first window. I will right click and now I will go for create text because I only want to display a text SO item details. I will go for general attributes and I will write the text SO item details. This is MS Office as editor, but I will go for text editor. This is our text editor. And I will write SO item details. Because text editor is always there. I will go to change editor and now I will write SO item details. I will go to back button and now this in the first window we simply have written the text SO item details. Now we will go for second window and in the second window again you will learn the important things and in the smart form playlist each and everything is explained in detail. If you want further more information, please refer to the playlist of smart form. Here we will cover those things which are related to case study. Now, what we want to display in the second window, we want to display SO creation date, low value to high value, SO created by value of username. It is our fixed length data. It is our fixed length data. How many rows you want to print? We want to print 2 rows. In the first row, you want to display how many column? First column, second column, third column, fourth column. In the second row, you want to display the data of how many column? One column and second column. We know what are the number of rows and column. You know your total number of rows are 2. In first row, you want to display the data of 4 column. SO creation date, low value, then 2 is the label, then high value. It means in the first row, how many column? 4 column. In the second row, how many column? First column, second column. We know it is fixed length data. We know what are the number of rows and columns. So whenever you have fixed number of rows and column, and whenever you have fixed length data, always you need to create a template. So inside the second window, we will create the template. So I will simply go to the second window. This is our second window. I will right click and create a template. If you want more information, it is fully explained in the smart form playlist. Now, I will go for the details of the template. Before going to the details of the template, we'll go for simple observation. Template is inside the window. It means template dimension can never exceed the window dimension. Window has a width of 12. It means template has a width of 12 or less than 12, but it can never be greater than 12. Window has a height of 4. It means template has a height of equal to 4 or less than 4. But it can never be greater than 4. So if I will go to the template, and I will go to the details of the template. Suppose I will take same to same width. Yes, 12 centimeter. Now just see, template we took the width of 12 centimeter. Now we need to go for height. Now just see, now in this 4 centimeter height, you want to accommodate how many rows? In this 4 centimeter height, we need to accommodate how many rows? We need to accommodate 2 rows. It means what is the height of individual row? The height of individual row is 2 centimeter. So how I will write? So what is the starting position? 1. What is the ending position? 1. So I am taking the height of first row as 2 centimeter. The height of first row is 2 centimeter. Now this is our width. Width we took how much? 12 centimeter. In this 12 centimeter width, you want to display the data of how many column? 4 column. 1 column, second column, third column, fourth column. So I will take the various. I will divide this 12 centimeter width. Suppose for this SO creation date, we will take 4 centimeter. Suppose for this value of creation date, suppose we will take 3 centimeter. Suppose for this 2, we only want to print this TO2, very small column width. So I will take suppose 2 centimeter, or I can take 1 also. Now we will go to 4th column. In the 4th column, you want to print what? High value of creation date. So I will simply write 3 centimeter. I will check, is this 12 or not? So 4 plus 3, 7, 8 or 3, 11. So I will just go for 5. Now, many people ask now, why you went for 1 to 1? Why I went for 1 to 1? Because we want to go for different number of column in the 2 rows. Suppose if you have same number of column in the 2 rows, there is no problem at that point of time. Just see, if we have the situation like this, low value of username, suppose we have this situation, suppose low value of username to high value of username. Then in that case, what is the situation? In the first row also, you want to display the data of how many column? 4 column. In the second row also, you want to display the data of how many column? 4 column. Then in that case, what we can do simply, our starting is 1. Our starting row is 1. It will end. What is the ending row? Ending row will be 2. And what is the height of individual row? Individual row is 2 centimeter. It means 2 into 2, 4 is okay. But now this is not a scenario now. In the first row, I want to display the data of 4 column. In the second row, I want to display the data of only 2 column. As so created by and the value of username, only 2 column. So I explicitly mention from is 1 to is 1, height of 1 row is 2 centimeter, and I divided into 4. Now I will go for second row. So I will simply write percentile C2. Now starting will be 2 ending will be 2. And what is the height of individual row? Height of individual row is 2 centimeter. I explicitly went for first row and second row because we want to display different number of column in both the rows. If same number of column, then I can write from and to together and I can specify the height of individual row. But here it is not the case. So here, suppose I will give 5 centimeter and 7 centimeter. So this is the way you need to go. If you check the smart form playlist, at that time we have same number of column in both the rows. So at that time I gave from and to in one row itself. Now we do not have same number of columns in both the rows. So we need to explicitly go for individual rows. From is 1, 2 is 1. From is 2, 2 is 2. And we gave the height of individual row. Especially for the freshers, so many mistakes has been done up to this level whenever they are dividing the template into number of rows and columns. And check the syntax here itself. If some problem is there, at least you can understand that you gave the wrong dimensions. If you check, everything is correct. So what is the summary of the video? In this video, we started doing the various things inside the smart form. Firstly, we gave the all dimensions to the window. Every window has 4 dimensions: left margin, top margin, width, and height. We gave the dimensions to the window. Manually, we gave that dimension. You can do the same thing through Form Painter also, but at least check in the Form Painter that your windows are not overlapping. Then in the first window, we simply created the text because we want to display SO item detail. Inside the second window, we created the template because we all know we have fixed number of rows and column. We have fixed length data. So we created the template and we divided that template into number of rows and columns. And I individually specified the rows. Why I individually specified the rows and divided? Because we need to display different number of columns data in both the rows. So in the next video, we will proceed with this particular template inside this window. So that's it in this particular video. Thank you.